Hi everyone. So today's video is just going to be another kind of advice video, and this one's going to be about if you're starting A-levels this year, so you're starting your ES levels. It's just a bit of general advice so you kind of know what to expect and you can go through the year more smoothly than I did and then some people do. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all I'm going to talk about what A-levels to choose. So if you're moving on to A-levels, it's most likely that you've done GCSEs or IGCSEs. And you'll be thinking, well, I've taken these GCSEs because you kind of have to choose. So should I choose my A-levels based on my GCSEs? Well, the truth is no, you don't have to, and it's actually kind of not very smart if you do, because if maybe, for example, in GCSEs your school didn't offer a science, like for example chemistry or something, don't think that you can't take A-level chemistry just because you didn't take GCSE chemistry. Like, you might have a little bit of trouble, but if you just go, like, get yourself an IGCSE chemistry book and just like look through it, it's really simple, and I mean you can totally do it. It's not that complex. As long as you study from the start and you study efficiently, there's really no problem with you taking a subject you haven't done in IGCSE. That's especially important for like sciences, and my advice to you is that you maybe do choose one or two sciences, unless you're sure you want to do humanities. If you don't know, I didn't know when I was doing my IGCSEs, I had no idea what I wanted to do yet. So I was like, okay, well, I'll choose some sciences and I'll choose some humanities just in case. And I think I'm really happy I did that, because now I'm in the course I want because I chose those sciences, which I really didn't I don't know, I didn't want to take them, but I didn't have anything against taking them either. Next thing is be realistic. Like, seriously, you need to be realistic about your A-levels. They're really tough. They're much tougher than GCSEs, and you're gonna have way more work to do. So I suggest that you choose a maximum of 4. Do not choose 5. I'm telling you right now, I chose 5. I ended up dropping one because it's way too much work and you're not going to feel like doing them all, especially because they're all quite different. You have to go in so much depth for each one. So really don't take 5. Do not take 5. But take 4, because usually for the UK they only ask you for 3. So if you take 4 and then you choose one that maybe is a little bit easier, that gives you the chance, if you go on in the year and you find that there's one that you hate, you can drop it and it's not a problem. Just remember to take at least 3. You need at least 3. Try to take stuff you kind of enjoy, but also if you do have a career in mind, make sure that they're the subject your university needs, because that's unfortunately the problem with A-levels, is that you kind of have to have your life figured out at a very young age, which can be a problem for some people, and you end up kind of totally lost by the end. So kind of look at university possibilities like courses and kind of figure out, oh, I maybe would like this, maybe would like that, so choose subjects along the lines of those. Then keeping up with your work is really important in A-levels. This is not like GCSE, where if you finish GCSEs and you have 1 week until exams, you can still kind of salvage maybe a C if you study really hard. This is not going to be like that. You need to study from the start, and you need to not go crazy. Like, you don't have, that doesn't mean you have to just not have a social life. It means you have to balance it out, but you definitely need to kind of work through the year. This is not a type of thing where you study at the end. This is, you need to, all through the year, have done work consistently. So keep up with your coursework if you have any. I did A-level English, and I had a ton of coursework to do. and keeping up with it really helped, because I know some people that were at the last week and they still hadn't, you know, finished it, and it really takes a lot of like looking through. I mean, if you ask your teachers, they read it for you and they really help you out to make sure that you can get an A in it. They help you like perfect it, so make sure you give them time to do that. So keep up with all your work. Then retakes, don't be like one of those people that goes in AS and they're like, whatever, I don't need to study, I still have A2, I can always retake my AS levels if I need to. Really don't think like that. Retaking a subject is no joke. It's really tough and it's really stressful because you have all your other subjects to do along with the ones you're gonna retake. So, and then, you know, in the exam session, you're gonna be there ages and you're gonna be so stressed. So just think from the start, like, how will it help me in a few years when I just don't have to stress out and be taking a ton of A levels because I didn't study at all. So take your AS levels seriously, and make sure you study, make sure you have a schedule and you work through it. But also, if it does end up that something goes bad, don't be scared to retake. If one of your grades goes kind of like you have a B and you need an A, don't be scared to just like, okay, I'll retake a module. I think most people have done it and it's really a good way to improve your grade. So no doubt, if there's a grade that you need, go ahead and don't be lazy. Do the retake. Also ask for remarks. There's nothing wrong with asking for a remark. Like, yeah, sometimes they won't give it to you, like they won't give you the grade you want, but definitely if you were a few points off like an A, it's a good idea. It is a little bit expensive, unfortunately, but it is worth it if you get your A in the end, because even though it's a few marks, universities look at grades. And that's just pretty much it. You know, take initiative in class. Don't just sit there and just like let it pass you by, the knowledge. Kind of be interactive, go home, look through stuff, you know. Slowly, if through the year you do a little bit of work, by the end you'll be so much happier because you won't have a giant pile of things to do. You won't be drowning in all your work. So also, you know, have fun, like do stuff you like. Don't just like think, oh my gosh, A levels, I need to die. And no, because you're gonna have to go to university unless you take a gap year. So just like take it seriously, but you know, just be normal. Just be normal throughout, and you'll get to the end and you'll be like, yes, so glad I did that. So you're gonna get to the end and be really happy that you worked from the start. So that's pretty much it. This is just some advice to give you. If you need anything else, just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to either make a video about it or just answer it if it's something short. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.